Alright, we are back. And we need to get this PVC thing finished up, but we need to get some chlorine up in this bitch. I want to take a look real quick. Apparently we have jackasses outside. Alright, so we've got iridium tetrafluoride just making a mess up here. It's supposed to be going into there. Some fluid out instead of item out. I don't know why. Oh, wait a minute. Is it supposed to be a fluid out? Look at this. Oh, yeah, that's going to give us water. Okay, so did this thing get reset? Yeah, conditional again. Alright, so that should fix that. There we go. Now that's going down here into the fluorine, which is now running over to there. Okay. So apparently that one hadn't got reset from last time when he fixed that. Let's go up here and kill these noisy fucks that decide they want to show back up again. So I can get some work done and some peace and damn quiet. Where the hell are they? You're in my farm, you fuck. Get out my damn farm. Oh, look what you're doing to my farm. Trends, grab a hoe. And a beetroot seed. Fuckers showed up on the farm back on the beetroot farm out back. Broke one of the crop plots. Can you fix it? Thank you. Now I gotta get some milk out of old Daisy before I end up starting another raid. I don't need another one of those. I got work to do tonight, damn it. Got time to deal with these jackasses. Been trying to get PVC done for how long now? Alright, I am going to go and mine us some Sodalite. That's going to be the easiest way to do this without dealing with the damn salt. Where is our lapis vein? Right there. It's already marked, which isn't far away. Let me just take this with me. Let's see what we had up here. Yeah, it looks like the last of the lepidolite is in there. So spodumene will be starting next. Oh wait, I need to charge my batteries up before I leave. We should have beetroot seeds back here in this, It's because you're not back here where you're supposed to be. You're at the potato farm. Shit, I even have a beetroot seed on me. Apparently, I picked it up. It's laying there where you need to be. Yeah, the one out back, not the one on the side. The one on the side is potato. What did you do to the HV pulverizer? It doesn't have a battery slot anymore. No, it's not. You should fix that. I went to charge my battery in it, and there's no slot. I had one of the funniest comments today. Made me chuckle. There's this one dude that watches my videos and stuff, and he came in the stream the other day with me, Junior, Crazy, and Tamra, and he up and disappeared, and he sent me a message, a comment on one of my videos from today, and he said he loved my bass, and then said, oh, and sorry for coming up missing on the stream the other day. The group morale seemed to be quite low, so I ducked out, and I was like, no, that's the group. If we're not bitching and yelling at each other, we're not happy. When we're bitching and yelling at each other, we're having fun. Our morale was just as good as our morale should have been. If we weren't having fun, we wouldn't be there. I just find it hilarious when people hear, Junior and I and the girls yelling, telling each other to shut the fuck up, and shit like that at each other, and think we're mad at each other or something. No, that's just normal. That's how we have fun. That's just a regular creeper hole. Damn, there's a bunch of bees out here. Alright, so there's where the lapis mark is. Now, how did I get down there is the question. It doesn't look like I actually did. Maybe I just found a marker for it, but this does happen to be right here at my coal vein, which I happen to know there's a way down over here. So let's take this way. Okay. Yeah. That's going to be a bit of a problem. I don't know if I can make that drop. That looks like an awful precarious drop right there. Technically, I could. Yeah, let's try it. I got a whole stack of them on me. Should be able. Oh, I can't do it because it won't take it there. But what I could do is this, and then this. And then they're going to fall right off the end. Ha-ha! Screw you! One way to skin a cat, bitch. Alright, so there's my lapis. Let's get to work. And that's Sodalite. That's just what we're here for right there. Give me that. Oh, these are just smalls. We need to go down further. It's a small. Well, I have been down here. So there's some way down here because there's torches. I'm not sure how, but somehow I got down here. I guess I'll figure that out while I'm mining around, huh? Alright, let's come on down here and set us up a little work area. Sodalite, lazurite, and calcite, and we'll throw that in there, put that in there. Although I don't think I'm going to be mining any more of those, so actually, just take that out. And just throw those in my backpack. It looks like the sodalite's on the bottom half. So we're going to get a bunch of lazurite first. Which is fine, because we need that for our reactor stuff later. I think we can use that for coolant. I can't remember. But we'll use it for something, damn it. Oh, that mod. Okay. I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? Took me a minute. I'm amazed the server's allowing it to render that far. Yeah, but I thought the server had to render for you to be able to see. Uh-huh. It's weird. Can start looking at what we need for that large macerator, pulverizer, whatever. Figure out how much more tungsten steel we need, so we can start getting. It's still working on the tungsten steel that it was doing, but you can go ahead and start crafting up the components we need out of what we do have done, and figure out how much more we're going to need, and get the energy hatches and all that shit started. That way we can get that built and tested soon. Although, I think our power is doing pretty good. We might want to look into putting a higher volt input on that blast furnace, or start doing the tungsten steel over in the other one that's already set for HV. Hey, look, I found us a spider spawner with chests that are going to have nothing worthwhile in them. Because somebody still hasn't done us any loot table stuff. Can you possibly do what Greg did and just change the fucking the loot boxes out for your own boxes that would then you could have your own private loot tables for? Would that make it easier or harder? Because Greg basically made his own loot table with his own chest. So, like, instead of villages spawning with a regular chest, any of them that spawn in a village have a steel chest. And then the loot inside of there takes into account whatever other mods you have, whatever stuff would normally spawn in a village, that stuff is in there, along with all of the stuff that he has for GT6. And the nice thing about it is that if you do not open the chest, you can just literally pick the chest up, break the chest, put it in your pocket, and take it home. And then once you open it at home, then you can't, you can get all the stuff out of it then. And you don't have to worry about filling your inventory with a bunch of crap if you're going around, looting a bunch of boxes. It's more important for, like, his forts. But it's still nice if you're going through, like, a mine shaft and you find some dungeons along the way and stuff like that. It's really nice for Twilight Forest. He went all through the fucking Twilight Forest, changed out every fucking box and every POI in fucking Twilight Forest. He went a little crazy in there, to be perfectly honest. Like, every different boss area has its own type of chest. Even the bugs up in the trees have their own, and he went a little crazy. I don't think he'd probably want to go that crazy. But I don't know anything about how this version does loot tables, so I have no idea how any of that would work. Doesn't that make it easier if it's in a data pack? Because couldn't you just make a data pack and have it loaded with the when the mod loads? Copy off somebody else's paper. Download some other mod and look and see how they do it. Okay. Like I know Farmer's Delight adds loot stuff, so you could kind of look at that. And I know they have a lot of add-ons, so their code should even be somewhat readily available and not hidden. And you could always ask Spiker too, because I'm pretty sure IC2 Classic adds stuff to the loot table. You could always ask him how he does it. Maybe he could give you an example from IC2 Classic, or you're a add-on developer for Well, maybe he has a different way that he does it. Maybe he hard codes it in like the old days. I don't know. It's worth asking him, though. But I know if you want to stay configurable, you know, I think the data pack JSON thing wouldn't be a bad idea, because then if a mod pack wanted to change something, they could just write a data pack to change your data pack, right? And it loads after it or whatever. Excuse my ignorance. I really don't know anything about how this crap works in 1.18. We could also ask Chubby, because he worked on my 1.19 pack, which, by the way, I was talking to him the other day, and I should have done it in groups so we could all see that, not just me and him, but I was explaining to him that after the first of the year we should be getting onto the harder mode testing for GTI and possibly moving development to 1.19, and that I thought it would be a good idea if we use the pack that he was building for me and kind of built off of that. That way we could test the interaction between other mods and stuff, because we got a bunch of mods in there. And that we just have to add IC2 Classic because you were wanting to integrate stuff with it, and would be adding your add-ons and shit too, which I think we already have your Traverse in there. Don't have Cinderscapes because I really don't give a shit about anything that fucks with the Nether. The Nether's been fucked with enough. And his one comment was, I'm willing to work on it, and I'll help you guys with the pack like I have up till now, with that 119 pack. But you gotta leave in the changes I made for mechanism. I was like, oh yeah, all the changes you made are gonna stay. We're just gonna build onto it. And then he was talking about, you know, how are we gonna gate create and mechanism to work better with GTI progression, stuff like that. And I was explaining to him what I was talking about wanting to make wanting an add-on that would change how create works a little bit with GTI, where you could use them together but not seem so overpowered, because it just uses andesite alloy. And then I was thinking about it, that we could just add an assembler recipe, so when you were going through the steam age, you would basically be just the steam age of GTI. But then once you got into the electrical age and made an assembler, you could use the assembler to make your andesite casings, which would be, you know, wrought iron, not andesite. We'd have to change the names of them so they'd make more sense. But we could just add them into the recipe in there for the assembler to make them, and we wouldn't have to worry about having an add-on that would change that shit. So, and then he's like, well, how are we going to gate mechanism? And I was like, well, technically, mechanism's going to gate itself. Because it uses osmium for, like, everything. And if he just makes osmium not spawn, if we take it out of the world gen and we're spawning everything through GTI as we should be, osmium is a byproduct of iridium only. And iridium is not the easiest thing to get. So, mechanism is going to pretty much gate itself. Greg made osmium basically fake osmium, and it's germanium in GT6. That was Greg's way of dealing with it. Wasn't mechanism originally, I don't know why I'm asking you, it's probably before your time, but if I remember correctly, mechanism was one of the original ones that worked off of the other electrical system that died off way back when, I think. I can't remember what it was called now. There's a pack called Volts, I think it was. And that was basically a pack all about that electrical system. Like most of the mods in there used that electrical system, and I think it had mechanism in it. I don't remember for sure. But it was like, UE, I think, maybe universal electricity, something like that. That's like 1413, something like that. Is way old Minecraft. I think Galacticraft originally used it as well. I think it was one of the other big mods that were using that system instead of going with EU or MJ, because RF didn't even exist at that time. Shouldn't be too hard to change it over. And if nothing else, you could also always do it kind of like other mods have done, where you, I think GT5U did it that way, where you could hook the cable up to the machine and it would output RF, but it wouldn't take in RF. It was a one-way converter. Oh, yeah. That would be very different. That would change the way you'd have to change how their cables even work, because their cables are a lot different. Because you can, basically, the cables and mechanism, you have basic, advanced, elite, and something else. Ultimate, maybe? And it's just how much they can transfer at one time, but it doesn't matter what you put them into. And the problem is that you can't really run a network with more than one type of those. The way they did their power system, me and Junior found out, at least back in 1.7.10, that if you didn't upgrade every freaking cable, it lagged the shit out of your game. So if you had one upgraded cable, you had to upgrade all the rest. Because when it would try to send power into another one, because they don't have transformers, obviously, since it's not a voltage thing, when it would try to send power across from one to the other one, it would lag like hell for some reason. Yeah, that'd be interesting to see that done with EU, how it would work. I can understand that, especially when you get into some of the transmission mods in more modern Minecraft. Like, I seen one thing where instead of running cables, everything is just ran through these point connectors. So everything is just wireless power. Yeah, that might actually be what it is. I don't remember. I seen it and I was like, really? This is how dumbed down you're making this? Just, I need power here, send it from there. Don't put in any fucking cables or anything. Fuck off. No. Air is a horrible conveyor of electricity like that. You would lose so much. Mm-hmm. That's why I said there's some weird shit going on in modern modded Minecraft. Where outside of doing this shit with you, I'm getting to the point where I just don't really care. Why's that? Throw it in the other one. Okay. Oh. Well, we gotta upgrade those coils on that other one. That one still has nichrome coils on it. We upgrade those to the yellow ones, which we might have. Yeah. I need to take my butt and go find us another tungsten vein and get that mined up. Because we're going to be running low on tungsten soon. Oh, which that's another thing you need to add to your to-do list. It's the advanced miner, which I don't know if I'd call it an advanced miner, because you're not adding a regular miner, so it's kind of weird to call it an advanced miner. I just call it a mining rig or a mining drill or something like that. Since we have the oil rig, it might as well call it the mining rig. Okay. Because that'll give us, one, it'll give us extra. If we use it, it'll give us a use for that stone dust that we have accumulating all over the fucking place. And we can go set that out on a tungsten vein and get us some extra tungsten that way. I don't even know if we have any tungsten veins I haven't mined yet. I'll have to take a look and see. That'll give us a good reason to make the long distance pipes and cables too, because we're going to need a way to power it and a way to get the items back from it and a way to get the fluid out to it. So I have to make all three different long distance things and see just how far we can run them. We can also test them with the nether portal too. See if we can run them through the mini nether portal like you do in GT6, so we don't have to run it clear across the world. We can save ourselves 8 times the amount of area by running it through the nether portal and back out the other side. That's how I did it back in my old GT6 playthrough when I was running stuff over for getting stuff back from my tungsten vein that was like 2,000 blocks away. Hi, Lyra. How are you? Okay. You want to math out all the materials to do it, and that way when one of them gets open we can just throw it in and get it done. Make sure we have everything we need. Okay. I still think we should try to look at making a... Well, I guess we really need to just go to the end first. But I still say we need to think about making another set of coils that are more realistic than that fucking Nakoda bullshit for the top tier coil. I really don't have any love for the Stargate bullshit. I never watched the shows. I think I seen the first movie and that was it. I wouldn't know. I haven't watched any TV in years. I seen an advertisement on YouTube the other day for a modern TV show, and it was just making fun of some dude that walked in wearing a hat. Was all I got out of this, and it's like, really? That's the best thing you have for a show is just this guy's wearing a hat and y'all's gonna make fun of him for it for 10 minutes. Good. Yeah, I heard people shit all over the new Star Wars. I've never been I was never the biggest Star Wars fan, so... The original ones were alright, but... I wasn't, fanatical about it or anything. It was alright for what it was. I liked the Ewoks, they were cute. So I think when I get back, the Sodalite's going to be the one thing out of this vein. Well, a little bit of calcite, but we're ignoring that it even exists. I think that's going to be the one we don't run through the sifter, even though we technically can. Because I think all we really want out of the Sodalite is going to be the Chlorine. So I'm going to set it to just run through regular processing. Then we don't have to wait on that sifter. I can't wait until you get that sifting multi-block done, man. I hope that's the next thing you work on. That poor sifter is just overworked. And then I was, the other machine that we have that's really overworked is the thermal centrifuge. And we need to kind of discuss if we're going to leave that as something that goes in the processing array, or if we're going to make it into a multi-block. I was kind of thinking that I think it would make sense if we left like all of the processing machines, like extruders and wire mills, benders, assemblers, all of that stuff. Leave those. Well, take assembler out of that because we already had that idea of making another assembly line thing for doing assembler stuff. But basically all of that stuff staying as processing array things, but maybe making a thermal centrifuge, but do it differently than what GT++ did, because GT++ did a terrible job of making that into a multi-block. I'm thinking if it's a thermal machine, it should have coils. That would give us another reason, another use for coils, other than just the blast furnace, the multi-block furnace, and the pyrolysis oven. We could have it take coils, but instead of being in the center, have them more like the pyrolysis oven where they're on the bottom, maybe. I don't know. It's kind of hard to, decide because, well, thermal centrifuge is not a real thing. That's why there is not one in GT6. Yeah, there is no thermal centrifuge in GT6. You have a magnetic separator. But he did that change to how basically the sluice gives you basically all of your different outputs. And then for the more rare shit, if you want there isn't anything really rarer. It's just the limited amount you get from running it through the sluice. And then you also have your rarest stuff comes from mercury if it's something that mercury would work with. And that's like the iridium, osmium, platinum, that stuff. that goes through there. But like the thermal centrifuge, the main thing we use that for is getting glowstone from redstone. That's what it's used for 90% of the time. And getting gallium out of zinc. And Greg just put those right into the sluice. And then the regular centrifuge. The regular centrifuge still has... well, the regular centrifuge now has 3 outputs. It has your main output and then 2 byproducts. And then the sluice has like everything comes out of there. Because Greg didn't like the idea of the thermal centrifuge since it didn't make any sense, and it's a very it's basically just taking your time. It's costing you time to get the more rarer of things is what it does. And like the glowstone from the redstone, it glows. It kind of makes sense that it has some glowstone in it. The only reason why we're using it is so we don't have to go through the nether and, you know, raid the nether of every bit of glowstone just to make advanced circuits. Otherwise, I wouldn't even care about running the redstone through the thermal centrifuge. It's just we need the glowstone for, like, when we get into the hard settings, we won't use it for redstone because we won't need glowstone for circuits. And we don't really need glowstone for anything else. By the way, do you need anything enchanted? Holy fuck. I got 78 levels again. I'm actually going to have to make me a new drill bit soon. It's actually getting pretty deep orange finally. This titanium one, man, so much better than that steel one. I'm doing the high speed, the HSG next. Or is it G or E's the one I want? G's the first one, that's the general. And then E is the next one. So I'll be making an E drill next. And amazingly, my jackhammer's not even close to being redone. It's got tons of durability left on it. It's only my good drill that's getting low. The fortune one. My other drill's doing fine because I don't use it very often. I'll probably have it for quite a while. I think I might save the lapis and lazurite we're getting out of here and use it for our first test stuff that goes in the multi-block sifter, because I don't think we really need it right this minute. I'm making a mess of this place. I have to use some of my scaffold to just make a way to get up here anymore. Oh, you son of a bitch. Must be getting into the mountains, running into fucking silverfish. Hate those damn things, they're annoying. You little bastard. Fuck off my feet. There, you little freak. Hey, I just realized that the silverfish blocks, they still spawn as regular stone. I didn't even notice that when I was breaking them. Mm-hmm. Now, am I breaking this with... Ah, yeah. That's what it is. Because it's considered stone, it breaks with the jackhammer. That's why I keep letting them out and not realizing it. Because I'm breaking through the andesite super quick with my jackhammer and andesite looks so much like stone. Because, you know... Mm-hmm. Yeah. It makes sense. It does say stone, so... It does make sense that the jackhammer would break them. Damn it, I ran into more blue schist. I like mining the andesite because I can be more precise with my drill. That andesite, or the blue schist, just crumbles under my drill so quick. It's hard to be precise and not mine the stone. We're definitely not going to have a chlorine issue after this. Holy shit. The Sodalite is so fucking dense. And we get like, what, 10 or 12 per ore? Mm-hmm. That's up to you. Greg does it for everything that's raw. Every ore gives XP in GT6. I have no idea if it should only be the gem stuff that does it. I haven't played enough of regular to even have a fucking clue. But you also got to remember that you're not getting XP out of the furnace either when you smelt the shit. So getting it when you mine it. And again, if you use the... Once you start using the mining rig, you ain't going to be getting the XP from there either. The more highly advanced you get, the less XP sources you're going to have. But the more advanced you get, the less XP you should need as well, because if you're not needing to fortune your drill and not needing to make new drills all the time, which is something I didn't think about. It's not a problem in GT5 because, you know, there's no raw ore in GT5. But you're not going to get fortune out of the mining rig. So you technically would get less if it was still set the same way it was in GT5 yield. Unless you made it similar to IC2 Classic, where you have to provide it with a drill. And then it could look at the stats of the enchantments on the drill. So if you gave it a fortune drill, then it would put that across. Or, you know, we could just, you know, completely do away with the idea of the GT5U mining rig and just go with the GT6 bedrock drill that's fucking infinite. But you gotta find the fucking bedrock spot to put it on. Which is a whole nother pain in the ass. Yeah. Though technically you wouldn't have to generate them. Wouldn't it be more like the... Couldn't you do it similar to the oil? Where you just scan? Okay. Okay. How much more do we need? Okay. So then maybe next time we're here, we'll actually be able to throw the thing together. I can always leave the server on for a little bit if we get everything in there to cook and let it cook. I don't know if Junior's doing Radius tonight, or if he's doing, if him and I are doing Astroneer tonight, but if he's doing Radius, I could pop on while he's doing Radius and see how it's going and shut the server off when it's done. Alright, just about done. Hey, you asshole. Knock that off. It's not bad. 1856 of Sodalite, 1936 of Lazurite, and 975 of Lapis. That's a decent haul for the day. I still got a little bit more Sodalite to get. And that wasn't even a full vein. The vein was cut off by this cave system. Probably. 1935, 1936, 975. That's what we ended up with. Not bad at all. Now, I want to see if I can figure out how I originally got in here. See a bunch of torches. Some of these I put out. Yeah, I got here from over here. Yeah, this is definitely looking more familiar. Assholes. Where the hell you guys went, but screw you. Wonder if it's up there. Yep, this is where I would have. Okay. Can't remember what vein it was I was down here getting, but I was mining something down here. So let's go see if I can get back my scaffold. Get the hell out of here. Now, where is my scaffold? Damn it, stop hitting that stupid history thing. There's my scaffold. Hey, you didn't break, asshole. You were supposed to break. Oh well. That's 60 of them. That's a decent amount. That's only 9 of them I didn't get back. And while it's only wood, so does it really matter? Apparently it's graphite, diamond veins, what I was mining down there. Which, speaking of, do we have enough of them for that? Or are we going to need a butt ton of diamonds for the heads in it? Because you basically use the GT6 crusher, right? Trans. Fuck did he go? I'm not muted. He's not muted either. Must have stepped away for a moment. Or his mic fucked up. Alright, so all the spodumene got ran through. Now, we don't want to run anything but the Sodalite. Okay, we don't have that in there. And Sodalite shouldn't have any byproducts we need to worry about. So it's going to give Sodalite dust as a byproduct off of the raw. And then ore washing it, we're going to get more Sodalite, which is really weird because you'd think it would give like lazurite or lapis as a byproduct instead of just giving it itself. Even the thermal centrifuge just gives more Sodalite. Yeah, everything in here is just Sodalite. Hell, maybe. You might want to look at. Yeah, you might want to look at that one. Seems like it didn't get any of the... I think some of it actually gave calcite. As useless as that may be for... a byproduct. Alright, now I gotta get a place up there to put this at. And we're gonna have a shit ton of it coming out over here, which we have a bunch of Armageddon going in there. So Armageddon full, or did I not set up one for it? Yeah, it looks like I didn't set up one for Armageddon either. Alright, well, we're gonna have to get that set up. But right now, I need to figure out what I'm doing with this Sodalite. And I think can't do it there. Can't really do it. Yeah, actually we could. It's going into the same place. So, yeah, we can just put it there. Oh, I'm just focused on what I'm doing at the moment. I was trying to ask you a question a minute ago and you must have stepped away. Now I don't remember what the fuck it was I was asking. Oh, diamonds for the large pulverizer heads. Do we have enough? Although we can also use the tungsten ones if we have enough. We'll just have to figure out which one we got more of. Okay. Out. Okay. Now that's going to have to move. If I remember correctly, this is a centrifuge. Oh no, it's not. It's an electrolyzer. Alright. So we're going to need 2 more chest buffers. That way we can set these 2 up to send over to the electrolyzer. Okay. I take that as a challenge. A lot of diamonds in a diamond vein. I probably could. The biggest issue is the fact that the sifter is still trying to work through all this damn lapis we have. The biggest question right now is which is going to be worse, waiting for the sifter to get through the lapis and then the 90 diamonds, or waiting for the tungsten to cook. Hmm. Oh, hey, I have chest buffers. I forgot you made me 16 of them for my backpack. I don't need you to make them. Yeah, we get it automated. I can let it run. It's not a big deal. So we're just sitting here doing nothing anyways. And you should go this way. And Sodalite. Add sodium, jackass. Sodalite, there we go. Electrolyzer is 11. This one was 20. Why is that full of... That must have been when we had the issue the other day. That is a lot of fucking sulfur that should not be in there. Okay, there's those two hooked up. Just need to set them to automatic output. Now they'll run and do their thing in the electrolyzer, and we will start getting chlorine. Beautiful. Alright, now we're going to disconnect chlorine pipe, which should be this one. Disconnect that because we don't want chlorine going in there right now, because we don't want to be making any more hydrochloric acid. And I'm going to let this run for a while so the tungsten and the tungsten steel can get done, and we'll get all our chlorine process through. And we'll get back here tomorrow. Yes? Alright. We'll be back here tomorrow. And we should have everything done so we can actually get PVC done. And I have to change the name of the fucking stream, because stream was finishing up PVC, which is not what we fucking did. Mining Sodalite for chlorine. Okay, there. Tomorrow we'll be finishing up PVC, damn it. And figuring out what we're doing for the grinding wheels, if we're doing diamonds or if we're doing tungsten. And I'll let the server just run tonight, so all of that will get done. How are we doing back here with power? Power looks good. We're actually running the boiler again, which is good. And we're running the diesel engine, which is nice. Distillation tower is running. This one is not. We're not full on any of those. Why is the naphtha not running? We are full of ethylene, dude. We have managed to get completely full on ethylene. I don't know how the hell we did it. We're actually full on naphtha too. So the other distillation tower should be stopping soon. I'm actually not sure why it's not stopped, because the pipe's completely full of naphtha. Hopefully we're not voiding it. It's supposed to stop when the thing gets full. You might want to check into that. I'm hoping. We can't see it because it's blocked. But hopefully. But I think we've still got a ton of fuel down there. Let's see. Gasoline is out. Fuel oil is out. Yeah, diesel, we've still got 288 of that. That's still that can still run in for making our nitro diesel, so that'll be fine. Although the nitro diesel is running out up here because we don't have any saltpeter in there. So we might actually have a bit of a problem, because we may run out of power. We might actually have to depending on what Junior's doing, we might have to, I might have to come on and go get some saltpeter. Say that again. Because we need multiple filters, multiple items. Oh, yeah, you're right. That would make a lot more fucking sense, wouldn't it? We should probably change that out so then we don't have to worry about it anymore. I don't know why I never think of hot ingots as being different than an ingot. So I never thought about the fact that we could use a type filter for that. So I guess tomorrow you can make us a type filter and set that up with a type filter instead of the regular filter. Alright, I'll have to come on and check on the power, Because if we're running 2 blast furnaces, I'm pretty sure we're going to run out of power. Even though right now it is still turning off. And I'm pretty sure once we run out of that nitro diesel we have in there, we might run out of power. So I might have to run them in stages a bit. Anyways, we're going to get the hell out of here for the night. Y'all have a good one. Junior and I will be back with something. Not sure which night it is. It is his night off, or his morning off in the morning, so I'm pretty sure we're going to be doing Astroneer here in about 30 minutes over on the alternate channel. So, see you guys later.